Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be going over solutions to the prototypes exercises. The first thing we need to do is create a constructor function for a person. Each person should have a first name, last name, favorite color, and favorite number. So let's declare a function person and pass in first name, last name, favorite color, and favorite number as parameters. That should look familiar, but it's good to practice again. So here we'll assign properties onto the keyword this, like first name, and set it to the value of the first name parameter. We'll do the same thing for last name, favorite color, and favorite number. Next, we need to add a function on the person prototype called full name, which returns the first name and last name property concatenated together. So we'll add on to person.prototype a function called full name. In this function, we'll return this.firstname with an empty space and this.lastname. Next, we need to add a property onto the objects created from our constructor function called family, which is an empty array. Inside of our constructor function, we'll set a family property to be an empty array. We want to make sure that we don't place this property on the prototype object because we do not want this shared by every single object created from the person constructor when the new keyword is used. Next, we need to add a function to the person prototype called addToFamily, which will add an object constructed from the person constructor to the family array. We have a hint here that we can use the instance of operator to make sure that the object is created from a certain constructor function, and we also have to make sure that we don't include duplicates. So let's add onto person.prototype a function called addToFamily. The function will accept a parameter that we will call person, and let's first check to see if this.family.indexOfPerson is -1. We want to make sure that the person is not already in the family array. Next, we want to make sure that our person parameter has been created from the person constructor. So we'll use the instance of operator for that part. If both of these conditions are true, we'll push the person into this.family and return this.family.length. For the second part of these exercises, we need to implement our own version of the map method that exists on the array.prototype. So we'll define a function called map on array.prototype, which will accept one parameter, a callback function. Remember, the array that we're mapping over will be the keyword this. Inside of the function, let's create a new array, and in a for loop, iterate starting from 0 until I is less than this.length. This refers to the array that we're calling map on. After each iteration, we'll increment I by 1, and inside of the loop, we'll push in the result of the callback with the value, index, and array. When we're done iterating, we'll return the new array. As a note, this is a little different than JavaScript's native implementation of map, as map does a little bit more under the hood than what we have. Map actually accepts a second parameter where we can specify the value of the keyword this. Don't worry about that implementation. Just know that our implementation of map is not entirely complete. For our last method, we need to add a method called reverse onto the string prototype. Arrays have a built-in reverse, so why not make one for strings? Now we could do this using something like split and reverse and join, but I'm going to take it a different way so you can see another possible solution. I'll make a variable called newStr and assign it to be an empty string. I'll then start iterating from the end of the string that we are calling reverse on. I'll keep looping as long as I is greater than or equal to 0 and decrement I by 1 after each iteration. Inside of the loop, I'll add onto the new string the character that I'm at in the loop, which will be the last character up to the first character. When I'm done looping, I'll return that new string in reverse. That's all for the prototypes exercises. See you in the next video.